Matthew Prince has a reputation in Silicon Valley for doing something almost no other tech CEO does at scale. He personally writes and sends every single offer letter Cloudflare extends. Hundreds of them. Sometimes thousands in a year. He's tweeted about it. Told journalists it's his way of staying connected to hiring, of making sure the company never forgets that real people are joining. Last week, he sent a very different kind of letter. Cloudflare just announced it's cutting 1,100 jobs, about 20% of its entire workforce. The company calls it a restructuring for the age of Agentic AI. That term, Agentic AI, is suddenly everywhere in corporate announcements, and what it means in practice is this: software that can act autonomously, plan tasks, make decisions, and execute work without a human in the loop. And according to Prince, that software has now made more than 1,000 roles at his company obsolete. Here's the part that doesn't add up. Cloudflare just reported first-quarter earnings that beat Wall Street expectations. Revenue hit $640 million, up 34% year-over-year. The company raised its full-year revenue guidance. By every traditional measure, this is a company growing fast, winning customers, and performing well. And yet the stock plunged 24% the day after the layoff announcement. Investors didn't panic because the company is failing. They panicked because of what the layoffs reveal. If a company can grow revenue by a third while simultaneously declaring that a fifth of its workforce is no longer necessary, that tells you something structural has shifted. The jobs aren't coming back. They're not being moved somewhere cheaper. They're just gone, replaced by systems that don't need salaries, don't take vacation, and scale infinitely. The roles being cut are largely in customer support, solutions engineering, and operational functions, the kind of work that involves answering questions, troubleshooting issues, onboarding clients. Exactly the kind of work that agentic AI systems are now designed to handle. Prince's internal memo to staff didn't sugarcoat it. He said the company had spent the last 3 months evaluating which roles could be done by AI agents, and the answer was more than they expected. This is Cloudflare's first major layoff in its 16-year history. The company built its brand on being different, transparent, people first, with a CEO who personally touches every hire. That image is now colliding with a blunt economic reality. The same AI tools Cloudflare sells to customers are now being turned inward, and the math is straightforward. If an AI agent can handle 100 support tickets a day without sleep, the cost structure changes overnight. What makes this moment different from past waves of automation is the speed. Cloudflare didn't spend years piloting AI in one department and slowly rolling it out. They spent 3 months evaluating, then cut 20% of staff in a single day. That's the timeline now. And if it's happening at a company known for caring about culture, for having a CEO who reads resumes and writes offer letters, then it's a signal about what's coming everywhere else. The severance package Cloudflare offered is generous by tech standards, full base pay through the end of the year, plus benefits. But severance doesn't change the trajectory. Every company watching this announcement is now running the same calculation Prince ran. Which roles can we replace, how fast, and what happens to our stock price if we're the last ones still paying humans to do work that agents can do cheaper? The race isn't to build better AI anymore. It's to be the first to cut costs with it, before your competitors do and Wall Street punishes you for being slow.